So image gallery is a set of images where images are having hover effect. That means if you place the mouse pointer over the image should be highlighted. In the codes project, already we have displayed 3 images, but I would like to add the image name, and also I wish to add the hover effect for each image. That means if the user places mouse pointer over the image, I need to highlight it. In order to do so, I am using transition and transform properties that we have learned in the previous lectures. So in this web page, I would like to create a container. Inside the container, I would like to take a div tag separately for each image. Already we have an outer div tag for all the images, and let me give the ID as photos. And I would like to create a separate div tag for each image in order to make the image positioned correctly. Placing the second image inside the div. And doing the same for the third image. And now, because of the div tags, by default the images are displayed line by line. Because div tag is by default block level element, they appear line by line by default. And for the div tags that contains img tags, I am trying to give a separate class name. For example, photo, and repeating the same class name for all the remaining div tags. And for above, instead of ID, I am giving class for easy identification purpose. So for the outer div, we have class equal to photos, and for each inner div, we have class equal to photo. Alternatively, for outer div, we can also give another name, for example, photo-gallery. And now let us apply style for photo gallery. That means for outer div. So go to top of the same file, that is gallery.html. Let's add style tag and select the outer div tag, that is photo gallery. It is the class selector, that's why we are trying to use dot. And I'm using width equal to 95%, border, and also padding. And I would like to place this box center of the screen horizontally. See, by default it occupies 95% of the width, and it should be center of the screen horizontally. In order to make it center horizontally, we use margin auto. And in order to make it vertically center of the screen, we use margin top. For example, 100 pixels. Now, as you can see, it is horizontally center as well as vertically center. Now, let us talk about the style of inner div tags, that is dot photo. So I am trying to select all the div tags that have class equal to photo. In our example, we have 3 div tags. So dot photo. So we have selected all the div tags with class equal to photo, and then we wish to display them side by side by using float left. And now height of the photo gallery div tag has been reduced because the float left items always will be independent of the regular flow of the text. So we have to specify the height of the photo gallery explicitly. Suppose I am specifying height equal to 300 pixels or 400 pixels. So this is the height of the photo gallery box. And now for each photo box, I am trying to add margin. For example, 15 pixels margin. So I am trying to specify the margin as 10 pixels, and then they appear side by side. In case if you reduce the size of the browser, automatically the third one goes to the next line. And increase in the height of the photo gallery as 450 pixels. And now I would like to add caption image, that means name of the image just below the image. So scroll down to the HTML code of img tags. So just below the img tag, I am trying to add the div tag and specify caption of the image. For example, Cathedral Church. And for the second one, Kanchipuram. And for the third one, Mamallapuram. And for easy identification purpose, for these caption div tags, let me add a class name. For example, img-caption. And repeating the same for all the respective div tags. So we have three class names, that is photo, img caption, and photo gallery. And scroll up towards the CSS code in the same file, that is gallery.html. I wish central element for the caption. So for img caption tag, text align center. So they appeared center within the same div tag. So let me add cursor pointer for the photo. That means when the user places mouse pointer over the image, it contains hand symbol instead of arrow mark. And then to add the hover effect for the photo, I am selecting the class photo and writing :hover without space. So the properties which are mentioned in this hover will be applied when the user places mouse pointer on the photo. Here I would like to apply transform, that is a scale transformation of 1.1, which means 1.1 size of the image will be displayed. That means 110%, assuming 1 equal to 100%. So when the user places mouse pointer on that, it has a transformation of 110% of the size. That means 10% hike of the actual size. You can also make it smoother by using transition, right? So in the same photo selector, I am just writing transition, then transform property. So the transform property should be applied on 0.5 seconds. So as you can see, the same zoom effect is being applied smoothly, rather immediately. Let me increase the height of the photo gallery to make it 500 pixels. And of course, in case if you see the document in the full screen, there is much more space for some more images. And now I would like to add border for the img tags. I am selecting all the img tags that are present inside the photo. Here, dot photo is the parent, img is the child. Means I am selecting all the img tag which is the child of the class photo. So for all these img tags, I am trying to add border. Suppose 3 pixels and ridge border and some kind of gray color. And add little bit of shadow effect. So horizontal position of the shadow is 0 and vertical position of the shadow is 0 pixels. Blur radius is 2 pixels and spread is also 2 pixels, and this is the color of the box shadow. So this is how you convert regular IMG tags into photo gallery.